I would describe Geneva as a growing community. We are definitely rural. We are a community that watches out for each other. We're always ready to help the community, whatever we can do to just make it thrive.
We have a lot of good people in this community that are wanting to help and see young youth thrive, and I think people have stepped up and realized how important teammates is.
Geneva is one of the great rural towns in Nebraska. We have so much to offer. We're a rural town, but we're close to a lot of bigger cities.
I think what makes Geneva unique is just how much the community has really adopted teammates as almost a community program. I was able to work with teammates while I was in Hastings. We had a great chapter there, and I was on the board there. And so I've always found teammates to be extremely helpful for students.
This teammate program here in Geneva is so dedicated. I think it's giving her an opportunity to appreciate the organization and know that there are people here that care about her.
I'm happy that I signed up for teammates when I did in 6th grade. It was definitely a good change in my life. I definitely feel like we'll be in touch after graduation. Might as well start a college scrapbook, I guess. Just keep it going.
It's a two-way street. It's not just what we're doing for the kids, but they do stuff for us too.
I feel like the relationships we have with our teammates definitely affect the positivity in our school, but not everyone has a teammate. There's not enough people to do that with.
Carter is my mentee, and I've been with him for 5 years, I want to say. Started when he was very young, and it's been interesting to follow the kid's development.
A lot of business owners, a lot of other individuals in town, they really are dedicated to their kids, and I see those long-lasting relationships. I see our kids light up when they see their mentor in the school. They're glad to have them.
I got into teammates with a young man named Devlin, and that started when he was in middle school, I believe. Devlin and I, like I said, were teammates for a long time, and we had some grade issues and attendance issues, but I always felt our relationship was pretty strong. And we could talk through those things and not talk about them as well, just talk about life.
Sometimes she's quiet, and I can tell that, and so I just let her lead into what she wants to talk about, and I think we just get along really well. I love her. I'm just going to say it right out. I love her. We had a death in the family this last week was her funeral. Ellie and her mom came to support us, and I'm sorry. That was very special.
I helped her when I showed up to her funeral. I think it was very helpful knowing that I was there for her. Our relationship, I feel like we're very close. We can help each other throughout difficult situations, like her daughter passing away.
Devlin had things kind of piled up on him and he ended up dropping out of school. So obviously from that point on, we kind of, we stopped seeing each other, obviously because he wasn't in school. I don't know, it was a year or so later, he reached out to me and asked me to be a job reference. We reunited at that point. We still talk almost every week, especially during football season. We're big avid football people, and we've stayed in contact for the last several years.
I'm a teammate because it fills my bucket. It's something that helps them overcome obstacles, and life is very different now, but I also have my own children, and so I can relate to some of the things they're dealing with. I feel like there's a lot more on their plate. We organize so much time for them outside of school. I feel like kids are busier overall.
In the summer, he said, "What are you doing October 8th?" And he says, "I'm going to graduate with my GED." Obviously the joy and emotion and the happiness that came from that was just so overwhelming. Obviously when he dropped out, I was disappointed in myself. Did I do enough for teammates? Did I do enough for him as well? But when this came full circle, it was awesome. It canceled a lot of that out, so.
I think a lot of our mentees don't have a lifestyle where they can rely on an adult all the time. Some of them may come from homes that are not thriving. And I think the reliability of a mentor to be there, to know that you're going to be there, to know that you're going to help them, is very important to a mentee.
So our hospital believes in mentoring. I think we do some of it internally. We want people to be involved in the community, and this is a great way to give back, but you also gain so much from those one-on-one meetings with the student.
I think the mentors being there every week if possible, at a certain time, at a certain place, shows the mentee how important that is. To be reliable, to be on time, to be ready to meet with you for an hour. I think that's going to give them a life skill.
I think is unique to Geneva is just the amount of people that want to be a part of kids' lives, even if they don't have students any longer in school. They really want to make a difference for kids.
Obviously having, Coach Osborne as a leader for my generation, I know who he is and everything, that we follow his lead, and people have rallied around that.
I really think it shows how important it is to have in the community to have something like this that the kids can rely on and know that somebody's there that will help them if they need it.
Sharon's definitely helped me through my middle school and high school years and has helped my life.
We're friends. We're not teammates anymore. We're actual friends, so he's still in our community. So that's awesome to see that he's making our community better.